What's up, everybody? It's Dr. Leslie here. Today, I wanted to talk about the Tylenol shortage. And yes, I'm filming this from the nursery while pumping because mom life. So you have a little bit of a shaky video today, and that's fine. We're going to make it work. So let's talk a little bit about the Tylenol shortage and what you can use instead. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Leslie. I'm a board-certified family medicine physician, so I provide primary care to newborns all the way to the elderly. And we have been seeing a lot of kids with respiratory illnesses like RSV, influenza, and all sorts of other colds and things this winter. And this has come on a lot earlier than usual. And so there's actually been a Tylenol shortage in the US and Canada because so many people are using Tylenol for their kids. Now, let's talk quickly about what you use Tylenol for. So Tylenol for kids and babies specifically is used for pain and fever. Pretty much those are the reasons why you use it. So if your baby has a fever and maybe they're having trouble sleeping or they're not eating very well when their fever spikes, you can use the Tylenol as a way to decrease fever in babies. And then also Tylenol can be used for pain. So if babies are having significant discomfort or they're teething, or let's say they get their shots and they have a sore leg, those are all reasons why you could give Tylenol. And I think a lot of people just generally give Tylenol if their kids have a cold, which you can do, isn't always necessary in every single situation. So let's say you go to the store and there's absolutely no Tylenol left on the shelf. This is what happened when I went to Target the other day. See, the shelf where there is pediatric Tylenol is completely empty. So first of all, you can try to look for Tylenol in different places. I've heard of people finding Tylenol on the internet. So like if you go onto websites for places like Target, Walmart, Amazon, etc., that people have been able to find Tylenol that way and then get it shipped to them. The other random place that I've heard, especially in the area where I am at, is that Costco has it, but I'm not sure if that's true across the country. So just look around in different places if you're looking for Tylenol and can't find any in store. The other option is replacing your Tylenol with another product. So another over-the-counter medication that helps reduce fever, alleviate pain, and it also actually decreases inflammation is ibuprofen, otherwise known as Motrin. And this is something that can be used in babies that are 6 months of age or older. So you can't use ibuprofen for babies under the age of 6 months. So that's something to really keep in mind. So if you have a sick kid who's got a fever, maybe is having a hard time eating or sleeping, and you want to reduce the fever to help with some of those things, you could try ibuprofen as long as they're above the age of 6 months. Now, the next thing to talk about is aspirin. A lot of people wonder, hey, can I use aspirin as a substitute for Tylenol? I would say no. This is not a medication that I think is okay for people to buy over the counter and give to their kids. The reason why is that with kids who take aspirin and have viral illnesses like the flu, they can be at an increased risk for something called Ray's syndrome, which can cause severe liver damage. So I would not replace Tylenol with aspirin for your kids unless you were very specifically prescribed it by your doctor or healthcare provider for a specific reason. So just going and buying aspirin over the counter is not something I would recommend at all. Finally, Tylenol isn't something that you necessarily have to give your kids if they have a cold. So Tylenol, while yes, it can reduce pain and it can reduce fever, it's not going to clear out nasal mucus, or snot from your kid's nose. So there are other things that you can do to help alleviate discomfort associated with colds, things like using a humidifier or using a nasal suction device, things like that, or using honey for cough in kids over the age of 1. All of those things can help alleviate discomfort associated with colds. And so Tylenol, might not even be the best option for those specific symptoms. Well, I hope this little informal video was helpful. If your kid is under the age of 6 months and you really, really want to give them Tylenol, but you can't find any, I would message your kid's primary care provider just to see if they have any leads on where they could get Tylenol from, or if they need the Tylenol at all. And so that's something you can do as a backup option. All right, everyone. Well, I hope you have a great Tuesday, and I hope that your kids aren't too sick. Have a good one. Bye.